Community-based forestry is a term used to describe the management of forests that involves local communities that have ties to the land in efforts to do so sustainably. The majority of forestry that occurs in Canada today is conducted by privately owned companies that purchase licenses from territorial or provincial governments that holds jurisdiction over the land. In these cases, the local communities are often not consulted when the forest they live within proximity to or have strong cultural ties to is extracted for resources. Community-based forestry would involve those communities in any decisions revolving around the management of those forests. In order for this style of forestry to occur, it must meet the following requirements. The first requirement is the need for the management style to be sustainable. It is vital that the management strategies do not cause any significant long-term damage to the forests. The amount of resources being extracted should be the minimum amount where the forest is undamaged long-term, but where the community still benefits, as opposed to large-scale resource extraction with little to no restrictions. This allows for long-term continued resource extraction to occur, as the forest is able to restore itself over time while the local communities are still able to benefit from it. The second requirement is the need for the inclusion of local communities in any decisions or management strategies. Local communities have a better foundation of knowledge on the land, as they live within close proximity to it and often have strong ties to it as well, whether that be cultural or not. In order to extract resources where people profit off them and is considered sustainable, local communities must be consulted, as they are more likely to offer a more accurate perspective than outside sources, as they are more familiar with the land. The third requirement is that local communities involved must be appropriately compensated as well as reap the benefits provided by forest management. Rural communities with strong ties to the forests often do not have many work opportunities outside of agriculture and forestry, and so if community-based forest management is to occur, locals must be given work opportunities as well as access to the resources being extracted. I am critically optimistic about this approach to forestry, as the concept itself sounds ideal for a sustainable future for this forestry industry. Local communities, especially local indigenous communities, have longer and deeper ties to the forested land they live close to, more so than outside foresters or government officials. So they would indeed have accurate perspectives in how to extract the forest's resources in a way that is both sustainable and beneficial for all. However, there must be a guarantee that these communities will be substantially compensated, given proper roles in decision-making, as well as taken seriously and respected. This may be a difficult task for some forestry companies, as their ideals and goals in forest management do not necessarily match with that of local communities. Many companies may see this approach as impractical, less profitable, or less efficient, which is why I would have some skepticism for the concept's success. If the concept is done so correctly, however, it would be an effective way of providing forest management in a sustainable way that also benefits local communities. But there must be guarantees for the local communities involved, which is why I'm critically optimistic of the concept.